Welcome to my YouTube channel. So like you know that we have started a new series over the PySpark. So like if you have not watched my previous video or you have not set up your PySpark yet, you can go into the first video and set up your PySpark into the local machine. Like we can set up the PySpark in our local machine and we can perform the big data processing. Another thing, like I have in the second video I have discussed about the data frame, how to read the data into the PySpark, like different type of the data, how we will read it and how we will manipulate that. So like in my previous video I have shown like how we will read the data if we have to use into the SQL function, any SQL function, how we can use that in putting into the SQL. So in this video, right, I'm going to explain like there will be a use case. Okay, like there will be a file type or something, like you have a two file. In one file you have a data, means all the data contained into that file, and another one having the header. Okay, or you have a multiple data file having one header. How you will merge these things to like data file and header file together? So if you look over here requirement, I have a CSV file format which is comma separated file format, and that having only data in this, and another one I having the another comma separated file in that we having the header name, all the header name. So how we will sum up these two together? So let's see, like for that what we will do, we will take a Spark session, and like from after taking the Spark session, or we can just copy paste these things like a Spark builder from here. And after taking the Spark session, right, we have to read the Spark. So we will keep this df. Here we have given the header as a true, right? So what we are getting header, our header as a employee ID, first name, last name, whatever the detail of the header as above, and the record as a blank, right? Zero record. Now like if you'll keep this header as a false and we will look into the result, then what will happen, it is giving us a value. We are getting a value as employee ID, but the column name is C0. And what we have to do, similarly we have to read another file, right, our data file, so that our data file is stored in these employee details and header file is stored in header file. So these are two different files. So what we will read first, we will read the both file individually. So I have read the header file first, then I'll read the data file. So for that we will put df data, and over the data, right, we'll remove this header as of now over here. So if you'll keep this. Okay, so data, we have to give data over here because we are reading that. Now, if you look into, we have given header as a false, and like now we are getting all the data into the rows, not into the header. But if you'll give this as a true, right, whatever into the first record, like 198, it will become our header. If you look over here, 198 become the header. After that, all become the rows values. So we want all the record, right, all the values into the rows format, not as a record, not as a header. So what we will do, header, we'll keep header over here as a false, and at above, right, I'll keep header as a true because this is our header. I don't want as a data, I want as a header. So what I'll do, I'll keep it as a true. So these two things, while reading the file, we'll keep in my our mind that these two things be mentioned. If it's a data file, our header should be false. If it's a header file, our header should be true. After reading this both file, right, I have to merge these two file. So what we will do while merging, uh, we will create a df new, right, new data frame, and in that what we will do, We will keep df header dot union, and we'll keep this df data. And now we will show this df new, and we will check we are getting this value or not. So if you look over here, right, see our first column, right, first row is a header, employee ID, first name, last name. So our first file header is becoming our header, and second file becoming as a value. But if, and while doing the union, right, we have to keep into the mind, like whatever the header file we have to keep first before the union, and then we will keep after the union whatever the data file. If you'll not keep like that, right, our data will become messy. If you look into this, we'll keep df data dot df header. So if I'll keep like this, see how our data become. We are not getting as a header, right? All we are getting as a value, and our header is still column 1 2 3 4 5, like that. So to mitigate these things, what we have to do, we have to keep the header file first while doing the union, and data file at second. So we will get into the proper manner. Whatever the file we will get into the proper manner. So this is the way we can combine the two header file. In next video I'll show you the how we can read the, if we, this is a comma separated, right, there will be the multi separator. Suppose we have a multi line, and in that there is a comma mentioned, or there is a comment, and in that comment suppose we will get sometime a data, right, Excel survey data. In that there will be multi-line comments, and in multi-line there will be comma or something like that. And during that time, if you'll do the comma separated things, then our value will get messy. And that thing we will see into the next video, like how to handle those things. So in coming videos, we will look into that. As of now, like you have understood, I think, hope you have understood this, like how we can keep this header and without header file together to make this meaningful data. Thanks for watching till here. Like if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and share the video with your friend as well who are into the PySpark or data engineering.